Good day, viewers and listeners. We are live and welcome to the Sports Illustrated NFL Draft Bible VIP Room Series, Episode 3. I am your host, Big Law Lawrence Johnson, and our VIP today is a very special young man. He is the ambassador athlete for the Unite Health Sharing Ministry, Detroit Lions star wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown. What's going on, Amon? How you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Is it okay if I call you Amon or do I call you Amon-Ra?
You can call me Amon-Ra.
Okay, Amon-Ra.
Yep.
All right. So everybody, this is Amon-Ra. He is star wide receiver, rookie wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. He has actually officially broken the rookie record for receptions for the Detroit Lions. And I just kind of wanted to speak to you, see how you're doing today, and how's everything going? Where are you currently at right now?
I'm currently in Orange County at my parents' house. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, so just hanging out with them, staying here and enjoying a few weeks off before I get back to work.
Get back to work. Look, it never stops, man.
Yeah.
Teams are still playing, and you get ready to get back to work. So yeah, man. Let's just kind of jump right into it, man. Kind of talk to me and tell me about what's going on with the UHSM health nonprofit faith based ministry. What exactly is that? What are you doing with them?
So I've been with Unite Health Share Ministries for I think since the summer, since June, July. It was a an opportunity that I thought would be great for me. I love their idea of putting faith and their members first, the holistic approach. And I think one of the cool things that we were able to do, one of the coolest things I think was what we did before the Lions Packers game. I posted on my Instagram. I posted like 3 posts, had people comment, and there's going to be sweepstakes for 2 winners, and whoever won got 4 VIP tickets to the Packers Lions game, a meet and greet with me, and then some signed jerseys or whatever they want, swag bag. And I think the coolest part was just being able to meet these fans. It was about 10 or so people that I got to meet, different from different cities in Michigan. I mean, it was just awesome to talk to them, get to know their story, and I know how cool it is for them to finally meet someone on the Lions. I know a lot of these people were a lot of Lions fans for a long time, so it's awesome just to meet these fans, get to talk to them, and just understand who they are.
Well, we appreciate you bringing that, to the forefront for us, and absolutely, hearing exactly what that is about. And I can tell you, that you can never have enough charity going on in the world today, especially with what is going on, in society right now. And we just appreciate you coming on with us, man. This is Volume 3 VIP interview with my man Amon-Ra St. Brown. So
Yes, sir.
let me jump into this. So you come from a talented household of brothers, mother, father. I mean, you guys are just super talented. Just give me an idea. What is it like growing up in a household with so much talent, man?
It was super competitive every day, I would say. Having 2 older brothers, being the youngest of 3, definitely I was definitely the underdog growing up because they were, always just a little smarter than me, a little stronger, being younger, them being a little bit older, that age difference when you're so young is huge. A year, 2, 3 years matters a lot with, size, strength, and speed. So I was always the younger brother having to, scratch and claw for everything that I wanted. But it was awesome to have 2 older brothers and 2 parents that were, super supportive, in not only, athletics, but even academics. So, I would say without all of them, I don't think I'd be here where I am today. So it was awesome.
Absolutely, man. I can tell you, I see that your brother played for Green Bay,
Yeah,
and you have another brother that plays as well, correct?
he played at Stanford. Yeah, he's done playing now.
He's done playing. Okay, yeah. I mean that is a feat in itself to have that many young men in one household be that successful. In the game of football, we all know how hard it is to be successful. In the sport of football, and you guys have all exceeded expectations. So, also let me ask you, man. So, um, your name,
Yeah.
unique to some, but I guess it comes from what I read just doing a little research. Your father had an interest in Egyptian culture and to learn things, and your name came from Egyptian culture?
It did, yeah. So, Amon-Ra is the Egyptian sun god, and that's that's my name. Osiris is the middle brother. He's older than me, but the middle of three. Osiris is the Egyptian god of the underworld, and then Equanimous is actually not Egyptian. It comes from the word equanimity, which means
Wow.
always calm, never rattled. So my dad, he believed in power of names, there's strength
Hmm.
in names. So he wanted all three of us to have unique names that were powerful and meant something. So I think it's awesome that we have these unique names because I've never met another Amon Ra. I've met one other Osiris, which was actually crazy to me. I still remember, the day where he told me his name was Osiris, and then I've never met another Equanimous. So it's cool to have such unique names in our family, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Absolutely, man. I saw it, the names, and I was like, wow. I said, you say power's in the name. There's no doubt about it,
Yeah,
man. Shazam. You say the name Amon
yeah,
Ra, it's
yep.
powerful. They said, wow, where's he from? So let's talk about where you're from. So, Cali, man. So, California, one of the meccas of football in America. Um, Growing up, California, talk to me about what it's like playing high school football in California, which is it has to be super competitive, akin to like playing high school football in Texas. What was it like playing football in California,
I think
high school?
California. Yeah, honestly, I think high school football in California is. Well, I know it's the best high school football in the country. Better than Texas, better than Florida. Our team, where I went to high school, we beat all the dudes from Texas. We beat them all from Florida. So I think California high school football is the best that it gets. But it's super competitive out here. Especially with all the 7-on-7 that we have. So whenever you're not in season, you're doing the 7-on-7 tournaments, which is super competitive. Also, you have all the camps. I mean, the Trinity League where I went to high school was Mater Dei High School. We're in the Trinity League, and the 6 teams in that league are super super competitive. They have guys go college every year, even to the pro. So the Trinity League is definitely one of the best leagues in the country, and I think it really just sets players up for college and gets them a step ahead of a lot of their teammates once they get to college. So I was honored to play in the Trinity League and play at such a high level in high school.
Well, I can see it seems like your transition was seamless from college to the pros just based off of your success. What kind of give me an idea how your draft day was getting into the program, at Detroit, and then getting used to catching balls from golf.
It was definitely, draft day was a day. I wouldn't say it was one of my favorite days, just because of how everything went down. But once I got drafted, obviously I was really excited, and then I was just ready to get to work. Once I got drafted, I think I reported to mini camp about a week and a half or two after I got drafted to rookie mini camp, and that was big big step for me because that was my first time actually practicing in the NFL for the Detroit Lions. So it was awesome. And then once you got to camp, the dog days of summer, that was tough. The 3 or 4 weeks that we had of camp every day, being there from like 6 to 7 at night. It was definitely a lot, but for me, we've had a lot of hard days in college, a lot of hard days in high school. So for me, it was just football that I've been playing my whole life, and got through that, and like you said, try to make an easy transition. I think my what I've been through my whole life has set me up for that seamless transition, like you talked about.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, because I'm watching you out there break ankles. When you're running out of that slot. So as far as your position in the pros, I guess it's kind of defined. You had so much success, um, and I guess most of your routes were ran out of the slot. What is your best route running out of the slot? Personally, I know that you got to call,
Yeah.
run the route that's called. What is your best route coming out of the slot?
That's a tough question. I mean, I would say my favorite route is is probably a choice route. Being able to do whatever I want. I can break in, I can break out, I can sit down. So that's a route that I really love running because the defense. You hate for the defense to dictate what you do or how you run your route. So if you have a choice route, they can't really dictate what you do. I mean, if they're playing outside of you, you just break in. If they're playing inside of you, you can break out. If they're bracketing you with two guys inside and outside, you can sit down. So I think the choice route is an awesome route, and I love it just because the defense can never dictate what you do.
Absolutely, we got some film running, showing you right there.
Okay.
And you play with a fire, man. I guess that fire comes from the competition in the household.
Definitely.
Inside. Out here where we're from, Hampton Roads, Virginia, we call them the runt of the litter. The run of
Yeah.
the pit litter. Where you're the smaller guy, but you're the meanest and the toughest.
Yeah.
Because you had to work for everything that you had. Coming out of your household. So I can definitely see the toughness that comes out. And I guess in going to Detroit, what are your you know what are your aspirations moving forward? I mean, it is a place where you've had all different types of successful wide receivers. You had Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, Johnny Morton. I guess your aspirations moving forward. What are you looking forward to for the next year and beyond when it comes to production?
Yeah, for me, I want to. One of my goals is to make a Pro Bowl. So that's something I want to do next year. I want to have over 1,000 yards. That's another goal of mine. I think the rest of it would just take care of itself. Catches, touchdowns, all that would take care of itself. But those are my two main goals going into next season, just personal goals. And then team goals. Obviously, we want to win our division, make the playoffs, and once we make those playoffs, I think we take each game week by week. But I think our ultimate goal, obviously, everyone's ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. But to win the Super Bowl, you got to get to the playoffs first. So I think our goal is to win that division, make the playoffs, and then once we make those playoffs, is take each game by game.
And I know that most players, everybody has their own unique playing style. But if I had to put, you know, maybe from back in the day, what player would you identify with the most as far as your playing style?
Some One player that I loved watching back in the day when I was younger was Steve Smith. Played for the Panthers. I
He's
mean,
tough, man.
yeah,
He got that attitude, man.
I love his attitude. I watched his little documentary that they put out. His the way he thought, the way he approached the game. I think that's something that I would love to, or I'm trying to resemble. Because he just had that dog mentality that not everyone has. I mean, I feel like you're either born with it or you're not, and that's a guy that you watch him play and you just feel his energy through the screen. So that's definitely a player that I definitely like to model my game after.
That's awesome. That's somebody that you definitely can emulate there. You seem like you got all the right things in place. As far as your style and your attitude towards the game, and you're not afraid of the contact either.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Which I've noticed that you're not afraid of contact. You don't go down. I like that. You want to get the yards and everything. So keep it up, man. You look
Yes, sir.
awesome out there.
Thank you.
So before we get into some rapid fire,
Okay.
kind of give me some background, or how does the sweepstakes for the UHSM, how does that work for the social media sweepstakes for them?
So basically, I think it's already over with. It was for the Lions Packers game. I basically posted three social media posts letting people know. If you comment, tag two people, we're gonna choose. I think it was two winners or four winners, not exactly sure.
Hmm.
And so we chose the winners, and those winners were actually, I got to meet them this Saturday before the Lions Packers game at a hotel. So when I came out the elevator, actually, I was running like 2 minutes late. So I got out the elevator, and they were all standing there or sitting down waiting for me. They had their jerseys, their footballs, whatever they wanted me to sign, helmets, little mini helmets. So it was awesome to, like I said, meet those fans, see the people that actually won, see their smiles on their faces. Really, hopefully I made their day. And honestly, it was just great to, like I said, to meet other people from Michigan that are fans of Detroit, that are fans of me, because I don't think, not everyone has fans, not everyone has people that are fans of them. So to even have people that enjoy watching me play, enjoy me is awesome.
Well, I can tell you, coming from Detroit to California, that transition, how was that, man? You sunny
Yeah,
Cali, they coming to Detroit with the snow and the cold, and the puffer coats. What's up with that? How'd you
it,
do with that?
it was definitely, summer wasn't bad. I would just say the summers were, it was just more humid than it was back home, the humidity. So when we were out there, remember in camp, my socks never were sweated like that, or my shoes were never. really wet when I was, in camp here at USC. So I'd finish practices and all the sweat would have dripped down my leg all the way down to my socks. My shoes would be wet. So that's definitely something that was new was the humidity. But then, once the winter came, I mean, it's definitely much colder in Detroit than it was in Southern California. But it wasn't too bad from what I've heard. That's the winter that I was there this past year. It wasn't too bad. I think we've had like when I was there was only like 3 snowy days where there was a lot of snow. I mean, usually they say it gets below zeros, negative with the wind chill. So it wasn't too bad, but I'm pretty sure in these next upcoming years there's going to be some pretty cold winters.
Yeah, 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 and also, your guys' trajectory. You're going to be playing later, in the
Yeah.
year as well. So, getting used to that colder weather. I know you got that coming. I got a question also. Being, I cover UVA. I'm part of the credential press there. Have you
Okay.
talked to Herman Moore since you've been a receiver there at Detroit?
I actually haven't. No, haven't talked to
Okay.
him. I would love to, chat up with him. Obviously, one of the great Detroit Lions wide receivers, but I haven't had a chance to really, catch up with him.
Yeah, because you definitely are in that mold where it looks like you're gonna track down all the records.
Hopefully, hopefully, that'd be
you're well. I mean, you broke the rookie record,
yeah.
so your trajectory. I mean, you are going straight through the roof, and I don't see you changing that at all, especially with the way the game is going. And the way that your production is running. I'm really looking forward to seeing how much more production that you're going to put up.
Thank you.
So yeah, man. So let's you ready for a little bit of rapid fire? I got some good questions here, man.
Let's do it.
Off the top of the head, we're gonna freestyle here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. What advice would you give your ninth grade self?
Um, the advice that I would give it to my ninth grade self is honestly just to trust the process. I know a lot of people say it, it sounds cliche, but everyone's journey is different. I feel like a lot of people nowadays with social media, we love to compare. I mean, even though people tell us, not to compare, it's hard to when you have all this in your face. So try not to compare. I mean, everyone's journey is different, and at the end of the day, cream always rises to the top. So, whether you went to a small college, whether you didn't get a lot of looks coming out of college, didn't get a lot of offers coming out of high school, at the end of the day, the cream always rises to the top. So just keep pushing, and everything will take care of itself.
All right, that's great advice for a young man. Um, if you could trade positions on the field, any position, what position would it be? What position would you play other than receiver?
Um, you know, that's that's I thought about that question before, and honestly, my answer is an edge rusher. But I know I'm not big enough to be an edge rusher. But if I could, I would love to be bigger, and then I would definitely be an edge rusher because to rush the quarterback just seems like so much fun. I mean, just that's your one job is to rush the quarterback. You get a sack. I mean, you completely change the dynamic of a game. So being an edge rusher seems awesome. Obviously, I don't have the size for it, but if I did have the size, definitely being an edge rusher.
My man, he wants to hunt. I hear you, man.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite home cooked meal and your favorite dessert?
Ooh, I would say my favorite home cooked meal is probably my dad's collard greens that he makes. I love. I mean, he prepares it so well. It tastes, it's sweet, not too not too salty. Definitely has some sweet kick to it. So my dad's collard greens are my favorite home cooked meal. And then my favorite dessert. I'm not a big sweets guy. Never really have been. But if I had to choose my favorite dessert, I've recently started to like a lot of cheesecake. So it'd probably be a cheesecake.
Okay. All right. All right. Any particular flavor of cheesecake?
Probably strawberry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Strawberry cheesecake it is. Um, what is your favorite item you've bought in the past year?
Favorite item. Um, I haven't bought a car yet, so it couldn't be a car. Um, but it'd have to be an article of clothing. I'm trying to think. Some shoes, maybe some a jacket
Or a gadget?
or a gadget. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I would probably have to say my Xbox. Actually, I play a lot of video games, so I bought the new Xbox last year when it came out. And I even have it here with me right now. So love playing video games. It'd have to be the new Xbox that came out last year.
Are you a Halo player?
I was a big Halo player growing up when I was a kid, but I haven't played, the recent one that just came out. I haven't played it yet, but I probably will once I get my setup and everything. I'll probably download that.
You got to give me your tag. I'm a Halo player,
Okay,
so
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I'll
I'm
put it
on
in the
there.
comments after this.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, and I'll friend you when we get done. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm a Halo player. I play the well, I play PS5 as well, PS4 as well, and I'll play some Madden on that. And I know you play Madden.
Honestly, I used to play a lot of Madden once
Uh-huh.
when I was younger, but once I got to college, I actually stopped playing Madden. I know it's kind of ironic because now I'm in the NFL and I don't even play Madden, so it's kind of weird. But haven't played
What
Madden in about like 4 years.
what do you play now then? Like on your Xbox, what would you play?
Yeah, I play Call of Duty, so I play Warzone with my
Oh,
brother, with
okay.
my friends. Play a lot of that. I actually love FIFA. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a soccer game.
Oh, do
Yeah,
I?
love FIFA. Big soccer guy. I'm half German, so I love soccer. And then I still play 2K in
Mhm.
the park with my friends. So that's always fun to get some runs in with your boys, hooping. That's always a lot of fun for me.
Absolutely, I know 2K. I'm actually a huge fan of the way that the United States men's team has, has had a surgence of,
Yeah,
of success. I'm looking forward to some of these games. I think he has some games next week,
yeah, I
and
think so.
I'm looking forward to seeing how they do on this qualifier,
Yeah.
this qualifying run right now. So absolutely, I'm a FIFA guy, man. I love soccer. So also, what's on your bucket list? What's left?
So my bucket list, um, I actually told my parents this. I want to go to Paris when I have time. Obviously, I've been there, plenty of times when I was younger. I actually lived out there when I was in third grade. I went to school in Paris. So I want to go back to Paris, really immerse myself in that culture in the French language because I speak three different languages: French, German, and English. But the French has kind of faded a little because I haven't spoken it in so long. German, I speak to my mom in German all the time. Only we only speak German to each other. So being able to go back to Paris, stay out there for a bit, really, hear the language when you're surrounded in the French language or any language in general. It's you usually pick it up pretty quick. And for me, I've spoken it throughout my whole life, so I think I'll pick it back up really easily. So going back to to France, and then I want to go out to Germany to a soccer game. Hope, hopefully a Bayern Munich game. That would be awesome because
Mhm.
I've been in cahoots with one of their players on the team who's young and up and coming just like me. So it'd be awesome to go out to Germany and go to a game.
All right, yeah, absolutely. Hidden talent no one knows about.
I was gonna say that I speak three languages, but I just gave that away. So um, I would say a hidden talent for me. Hmm,
Well, that could be it. You speak three languages. That's
yeah,
enough.
that's enough. Yeah.
That's enough. um, all right. Who are your real life heroes, not your parents?
Real life heroes would definitely have to be Kobe Bryant. Growing up, being in Southern California, I was a huge Lakers fan. I still am a huge Lakers fan. And I mean, he's the reason why I was a Lakers fan. I mean, this whole Mamba mentality thing, the way he approached the game, his whole mindset. I mean, I think he just modeled his people model his mindset after Kobe. So I love the way his whole approach to everything, his work ethic, everything. So definitely have to be Kobe Bryant.
And I got two last real quick ones for you. Nip, Kendrick, or Pop?
That's tough.
It is.
Um, Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Nip. I love Kendrick, but just hearing Nip's music recently after he
Hmm.
passed away, I listened to his music a lot more, and I think I mean, his lyrics, everything, it's dope. I love Nip.
And if you had to identify with a superhero or supervillain, who would it be?
Superhero, I'd have to go with Superman.
Okay.
I was gonna say Hulk, but he's super. He's on and off, so I'm gonna have to go with Superman just because he flies. I mean, being able to fly, I mean, I feel like nothing's better. That's the dopest superpower you can have is being able to fly. Super strong. I mean, literally can do everything. So I have to go Superman.
Awesome, man. I appreciate that so much, man. I thank you for coming on today. Is there any shout outs or anything that you'd like to say, Amon-Ra?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Cane Protein. If you need to gain some extra weight, make sure you hop on the Cane Protein. If you need an extra 10 or 15 pounds, definitely, hop on the Cane, CANE. It's great, great product. I've been taking it my whole life, so definitely, Cane Protein.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you coming on, everybody. This has been Amon-Ra St. Brown, extraordinary young man on the West Coast right now, plays for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you check him out next year. He's going to be breaking more records. Thank you for coming on, Amon-Ra. We're going to have to catch up. Send me that tag so we can get connected, and maybe we could play against each other in the near future.
Yes, sir. I got you. Appreciate you having me, Big Law.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Take